So in this video, I'll be talking about the this set of tools, which are the blur, sharpen, and the smog tool. Um, Actually, I normally do make use of this tool here, which is the smog. What this tool? Let me duplicate this layer. Please take note. Notice this. It will help you whenever you want to start manipulating of a photo. Try and duplicate it by pressing Ctrl J, or all you do is hold your Alt key and click and drag down. You just make a duplicate of that layer. So that's how to duplicate a layer. And just for contingency purpose, because you don't really know what will happen, something might happen, you might want to come back to this other photo to pick up something or manipulate something from here, and you notice that you cannot go back. Now this tool, mostly use this tool for, most designers use this tool for oil painting most of the time. Actually, I've not really seen, or just to smoothen an object or a specific area, for you know to really get the real detail about the picture. So you make sure when you're in the tool, you try and play around with the tools. Actually, this tool, you need to play around with the tools, but most of the time the brushes the required brush you should use is the soft brush here, soft round brush here. I'll set it to a desired shape you wish, and when you come to this photo, scroll a little bit back, reduce the size a little bit, or it's okay like this. And you notice when I click, what I'm doing is I'm smoking it out. Let me reduce it, the size of the brush. You see, you hardly notice that. Actually, I've been seeing this brush, but I don't really know what is its function. I know what is its function, but I don't know how to put it into use. But I just found out for some detailed tutorials I'll be watching along, and I noticed that this tool, most of the artists I've been seeing, they actually use it for oil painting most of the time. Let me smoothen this area here like this, and you notice the way it gives me the required shape. And okay, when I'm done with this face photo, you think an artist just tends to do some creativity with his brush and paint. You just try to be a little bit artistic here. Zoom in for required results. You notice some areas are being black, some areas are kind of being lighter, and some are dark. So just make sure you giving him the required shape, like the bears. Reduce the brush for smaller areas. I just want to be quick with this photo so that we can see how the rest tool works. Okay. Actually, design is not really, it takes a lot of practice. You need to practice a lot of, you need to practice, watch all the tutorials. Okay, and make sure when you click, you try to release the hand, so that when you make mistake, there are some areas that you might probably you might have gone too far in design in brushing. Supposing I hold this brush and I'm brushing, and I happen to come here like this, I say, oh, a mistake. I press Ctrl Z. You know, it doesn't make sense. But if you should brush a little bit, you release your hand. You brush a little bit, you release your hand. So anytime you make a mistake, you notice this within this area, not the whole total area. You press Ctrl Z. Only this side will be reversed back. So just bend the eyes gently, zoom a little bit by holding my Alt and scroll, and careful the eyes. I didn't add anything to this, so I'm just trying to do it freestyle and natural. Okay, on the nose side here. Make sure sensitive areas, you take your time to do it. Increase the brush. This guy was actually one of the best mathematicians. I was reading news on a website. I happened to come across it. Okay, I'm trying to give the nose a detailed shape. I'm gonna walk that right here. Apply a little bit light. I'm just trying to paint half the face. Just half the face. And what I do is to reduce the brush size within the keyboard, because you cannot see me using this. I use the brackets, the curly bracket. You know, within your keyboard, the keys after OP, you find out two other keys. The open curly bracket is to decrease the size of the brush, even though you are on the eraser or the clone stamp brush, or the brush itself, or this tool, the spot healing brush. So any tool, you just notice that it has a kind of cycle on it. That's what you use to decrease it. So you notice this guy now, you just have a shape like, okay, that's what this tool actually is for. Now to the blur tool. The blur is actually just as it's called. When you when you press, it's used to make that area. You notice the area is being blurred. Let me explain to you what I mean by blur. For example, I create let me create a shape here. Let me create a shape here with here. This is on a different layer, and I come to, what tool will I use to pen this? God. Okay, come to the bucket tool, paint it, and Ctrl D to deselect, create another layer, because it's just for example. I'm going to be deleting these two layers. Now this is how the blur looks like. You notice that this is the soft round brush, but when I come here, I click. Okay, I'm on the white surface. Ctrl Z to deselect, D for the foreground default color. So when I click, you notice it's a kind of being fade out. That's what I mean by, that's what they mean by blur. But if I should come to the hard round brush, hide this, click another layer, and you notice when I click it, it notices there's no blur around it. This is a detailed round shape. So these are common the two difference of what I mean by blur. And so if you're working with this tool, you try to know that when you're working with this blur tool, let me hide this layer, the surface you're trying to brush through will become blurred. So you notice it's just kind of smoothing it a little bit, giving it a desired smooth. You can increase the strength to like let me say 70, and to be more blurred, you try to play around with the tools. Let me zoom. This picture is not really having a high resolution. The quality is really down. That's why you notice when I zoom, these boxes you're seeing right here, each boxes, these are the pixels. The pixels are what makes up a picture, the components of the picture. That's what I mean by pixels. Okay, and the mostly what you'll be using, I think what will be of more use to you is this smudge tool. But try and make use of this tool. It can be of importance to you. Every artist has his own style and his own tool he uses in working. So you notice when I paint, when I try to brush through here, you notice the lips is being smoothened. So you can take a look at what is happening. I'm still on the blur tool. Let me reduce this. Just giving it a smooth. And come to the sharpen. Now the sharpen tool, this place, there's too much noise in this place here, this surface. So what the sharpen tool does is this: it will make it look more harder. You cannot see the effect, but okay, let me increase the strength, reduce the brush, and you notice what it's doing. You see the surface within that area. That's what it gives you a kind of not making the picture look more is bringing out the pixels, breaking it out. Let me try it here. See its effects here. Okay, you notice the way this come out. So I'm just clicking on it. You can hear the sound from my mouse click. Let me use the soft. Use the size. Zoom. Okay, so that's all for this. You can see the picture is being kind of somehow rough after using this. So when we're doing other manipulations, I'll be showing you how this tool could be more of use to you when manipulating photos. So see you in the next lesson.